Ivy Larson with hotandhealthyliving.com, and I have here a new hot and healthy find. This is the Manna Organics Bavarian Style Sunny Sourdough, and I thought in addition to chatting about the healthy find, I would also show you a super simple roasted carrot hummus that is perfect when you put it on top of these bread that I want to show you how I toast them into these little like mini crostinis. But just chatting quickly about this bread, I love the tanginess of sourdough bread, but it's really hard to find a truly healthy sourdough bread that's nationally distributed. Now this one, you can get it from the website at mannaorganicbakery.com, but it's available in natural food stores, even the mom and pop stores that are kind of sprinkled throughout the country. And then of course it's also available in the bigger, more mainstream natural stores like Whole Foods Market. One of the things when you're buying any packaged food, and I always kind of tell people this, but I'm just going to reiterate it, is you never want to read and never want to rely solely on the nutrition facts. Ironically, the nutrition facts, which tell you, you'll see on the back of all the packaged products, it'll tell you the carbs, the calories, the fat grams. The nutrition facts actually tell you nothing about the intrinsic nutritional properties of the food. The only way you're going to find out whether the food is really healthy or really not is by reading the ingredients list. Now, if I read the ingredients list of this bread, it's filtered water, organic whole rye flour, organic whole wheat flour, organic sunflower seeds, organic rolled oats, sea salt, and then just some seasonings, which are organic caraway seeds, fennel seeds, and coriander seeds. Super simple, wholesome ingredients. I understand, I know exactly what all these ingredients are. It's nothing funky, no mumbo jumbo, no additives, no preservatives. And because there's no additives and preservatives, you're actually not going to find this bread sitting along the shelves with all the other breads that are kind of like on the bread shelf unrefrigerated. Those breads all have preservatives. That's how they're able to sit on the shelves and not be refrigerated. So you're only going to find this bread in the frozen section of your supermarket. And if you're buying it and you're bringing it home, you either want to eat it within about a week and store it in your refrigerator, or it'll last for me it lasts for about 2 months if I store it in the freezer. But it usually doesn't last that long because I eat it pretty quick. Okay, so I'm going to show you just a really easy recipe you can do using the bread. Now, what I've done is I have cut the bread into these little tiny squares, kind of made these crostinis. I brushed it with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, sprinkled a little bit of salt on, popped them in the oven, 425 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes until they get nice and kind of crispy, crunchy. You can't really hear, but they're making kind of a crispy, crunchy noise. So I've started with that, and then at the same time I put my carrots in. Now I did 4 carrots. I roasted the carrots. Same temperature, 425 degrees. I roasted the carrots for about 40 minutes. And then what we're going to do to make the hummus, which is so super simple, I have this little mini food processor. I'm going to take the carrots, which are really nice and soft after having been roasted that long, and I'm just going to kind of chop them real quick, throw them in the food processor, and one of the things I try to tell people, especially when you're making something like a hummus or a dip or a salad dressing, is you do not need to necessarily be exact with the ingredients. People are always so freaked out about measuring this and measuring that, and you can really, more loosely cook and kind of go by taste. And, cooking, when it comes to like baking, you do have to be precise, but this is just more like assembling ingredients. So it's not all necessarily about just connecting the dots. Okay, so now I've done, I don't know, it's probably about 2 to 3 chopped garlic cloves. Put those right in there. Okay, and this is sun-dried tomatoes. I actually get this in bulk from Costco. It's Bella San Luci, and they're julienne cut tomatoes. They are packed in extra virgin olive oil. So again, I'm not going to be super neurotic about measuring, but I'm just probably going to do maybe a tablespoon or so. And then I am going to do a lime, the juice from about a half a lime. All limes are a little different depending on the ripeness of the lime, depends on how much juice you're going to get out. So this one is not too ripe, so I'm going to use a little bit more and use the second half. Okay. And the carrots I already salted before, so you don't necessarily need to add salt to the hummus, and I never add salt until the end because I always want to taste it. Okay, and we're just going to press on, kind of loud. Okay, just to show you a close-up of what the carrot hummus looks like. Okay, so when the hummus is done, you are just going to put just a spoonful or so, kind of pile it on top of each of these little toast squares, and then you have it, just like so. It's vibrantly colored. These are, delicious snacks. They're great for an appetizer, even a light lunch. You can feel good about eating them, and they taste delicious. And that's it for today, but I am actually, this is kind of a side note, I'm actually working on my 4th book. This is a cookbook. I can't tell all the details just yet, but I am taking suggestions, so if anybody has any specific requests that you would like to see in a cookbook, and obviously it's a healthy cookbook, I would love to hear about them. And also, if you have any ideas or suggestions for one of the hot and healthy finds, I'd also love to hear them. So feel free to email me. It's ivy@hotandhealthyliving.com. And that's it. I'll see you soon.